Hello, it's soon going to be 2020. 2019 has been year of the vegans. 2020 is going to be year of the animals. So I am starting a new era of activism. Again, hoping to draw a lot of people in to join. Having failed miserably on that count last year, this year, 2019. So I'm going to show you 4 placards which I have now prepared, one of which I took out today for an hour to get started. So first of all, we have 2020, year of the animals. Next, we have a big placard. So we have, let's put a light on. SOS, EARTHLIFE, Saturdays, 1 to 2 p.m. for a future. SOS, EARTHLIFE, Saturdays, 1 to 2 p.m. for a future. Then we have another version of the same, which I prefer. SOS Saturdays, 1 to 2, stand for EARTHLIFE. SOS Saturdays, 1 to 2, stand for EARTHLIFE. And the last one I did make a little while ago for a book festival I went to with my book, Daring to Speak, and I made this for that. I thought I could use it on my roadside as well. Daring to Speak, presented by the vegan highway lady. Daring to Speak is the title of my book. Daring to Speak, presented by the vegan highway lady. Effectively, that's what I'm doing on the roadside activism, daring to speak. I'll show you the other side, which I will be using again. So, a lot of people, farmers, didn't like this one. Animal farming holocaust destroys EARTHLIFE. Animal farming holocaust destroys EARTHLIFE. Yeah, I will be putting that one up. So that's it for now. I'm quite tired because I went out to do the hour and some. Predictably, nobody joined me, but hey, it's the first day. The new thing about this new phase is that I am making my activism predictable, like Greta Thunberg has. Fridays, yeah. So this is Saturdays, SOS Saturdays. So people are now going to know that I will be there, or hopefully somebody, from 1 till 2, standing for EARTHLIFE on Saturdays. I'm making it predictable. It does make it more risky for me because people can then know that, those that want to abuse me, which apparently they still enjoy doing, they will know when I will be there. But I will be ready with my smartphone to film them, and we'll see how we go. So the other thing I want to do on this video is my latest effort to basically save EARTHLIFE. I'll read it to you off the where I've created it on the thing called documents. So I'll read it from there to you in a minute. I just want to explain one thing. And now here I am. I can't remember what the one thing was. I might have to explain it to you at the end. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. So I'll read the last effort. It's about the necessity for spiritual evolution. Very, very, very important. It's up there above, beyond, more important than other strategies which have been dreamt up. No good doing any of the other strategies unless we evolve spiritually. And this writing is basically a call to all the world's religious leaders to get together and recognize this spiritual evolution is needed, and to encourage it to happen. It is not a small undertaking. Anyway, you'll have to make of it what you will. I'm not pretending I've said everything in it. I've tried to include all the pertinent things that need saying. Some of it somewhat simply, possibly. It's probably my best effort, though, so here we are. I think in calling up the documents, I won't be able to see you, but you might be able to see me. Don't know how this works. Doesn't matter, does it? Okay. Proposal to save EARTHLIFE to all religious leaders and followers. All religions must unite to produce a unified world strategy urgently to avert the total collapse of life on Earth and to facilitate human adaptation to that unfolding collapse. A spiritual evolution is required for any feasible, sustainable, possible existence of the human species in the future. The basis of this evolution is to eliminate the fear of death, which is ingrained in the souls of all civilized humans. The fear of death drives human desire for survival at all costs. Compassion, empathy, common sense, and truth are all casualties of that desire. This fear drives the lust for material gain, wealth, and power. The consequent plundering and squandering of Earth's resources is causing the environmental and societal collapse. There is no need for this fear because, as science tells us, all existence is totally interconnected. Thus, life and death are one. In life is death, in death is life. Therein lies not fear, but comfort, peace, and joy. With this united philosophy, religious leaders must address world governments and elites to bring about the necessary changes in this dying world. This means primarily an end of industrialization and an end to our dependence on fossil fuels, which feed that industrial world, killing the environment with pollutants and CO2. Losing the fear of death has fundamental implications for human life and all earth life. We will accept the natural course of life and death, not expecting to increase our longevity, accepting when new life is not able to thrive. We will accept when nature calls us to death in every way, through accident, through our own negligence and stupidity. We will accept when nature calls us to death. We will accept when we become ill that it is okay to die if we do not naturally heal. There will be no need for the massively expensive medical interventions with all the greed for Earth's resources involved in them. We can then concentrate on the alleviation of suffering and the prevention of suffering. The products which prevent and alleviate and also end suffering are the only medical supplies which need to be sourced, manufactured, and administered. This change also applies to the animal world, especially to domesticated animals. We will accept the necessity and the compassion of euthanizing animals when they cannot be well without the many medical interventions which have been dreamed up by the medical world. The implication of losing the fear of death also implies a different attitude to the personal decision to die, that is suicide. We will accept that a person can know when it is time to die. In fact, with the world population at nearly 8 billion now, it is logical for all who wish to die to be able to do so. There are many who wish to leave this life, certainly in these times of imminent environmental and societal collapse. Scientific calculations of the probable sustainable number for human inhabitants of Earth is about 1 billion, possibly 2 billion, but I think 1 billion. So it makes perfect sense for those who wish to leave to be able to do so. No doubt many grandparents, for instance, would be happy to make way for their offspring. This proposal, imperfectly summarizing the road we need to take, is now in the hands of those who are in the position to spiritually lead our species in this world. Without this spiritual evolution, all other strategies for human survival and for the survival of life on Earth are worthless. All the recycling, electric cars, windmills, minimalism, veganism, single-use plastics, permaculture projects, straw houses, community houses, and citizens' assemblies will be to no avail. We will suffer a terrible end of times and then go extinct. All life will be snuffed out on this once beautiful planet. That said everything. I'm planning to send this off to the Archbishop of Canterbury. He did receive a collection of my books, vaguely on all this kind of subject. And I await a response to that. But I will also send this this further attempt to communicate what needs doing. You could say it's my own opinion. I guess it is. No one can say I'm not trying. to save the world. Bye-bye.